You gotta manifest the love of your life. I feel like I manifested him. So I was journaling and I prayed to God to find, the love of my life. Is like, I started writing these things down, the qualities I wanted in a guy and where I'd meet the guy. So I started writing the qualities of the guy I wanted. The overall rating of the guy, including his personality and the looks, is like a 7.5 plus. And if I get something more, then amazing. But I tried to be humble so like God would like give me something more than what I'm asking for. Because when you ask for too much, you don't receive. You gotta be humble. Habits I need to start developing in order to find this guy. And I'm like going to social clubs, stop the drinking, also do more activities outdoors. And I found him on.
Right, so I'm here, guys, with Beverly, and yeah, we're just gonna dive straight into it. What is your ideal type, Beverly?
My ideal type, superficial or like entirely?
We'll start with the looks.
Okay.
Blonde, blue eyes.
Okay, so I have multiple types. So yeah, blonde hair, blue eyes, yes, or dark curly hair and hazel eyes. And I do prefer taller men.
Oh no.
I defend my
With a
short
great
king.
smile too.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a great smile. I just happen to be smiling in that clip. I don't know if that means you're talking about me, but I'm tall.
It's funny.
So let's make that clear. I am 6'2". I am defending my short kings. How tall does a guy have to be?
For me, okay, max or minimum 5'10". I do prefer 6 foot, like over the guys who are 6 foot. It's because I feel like they feel like more like a protector. I feel like it feels more secure. And like, no offense to the short kings, I just feel like I've dated short guys before in the past, and I honestly feel like I feel safer with a taller man.
She's got the receipts.
Because I feel like they could protect me. Like if I was in danger, they would be able to protect me.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
Oh, so you're like short.
Yeah, 5'3", 5'4". Yeah.
You give off like, I don't know if it's just me. Chat can let me know. You give off like 5'7" vibes. Sat down. I don't know if it's like you just
this
look
is my
like
torso bigger.
I like this one.
I always wear heels though.
Okay.
I feel like with heels, I'm always 5'7". I'm always wearing heels.
Okay. Now I think you said blonde hair, blue eyes because I forced you to pretty much. What is your actual type? It is dark hair, isn't it?
So my very first boyfriend in high school was blonde hair, blue eyes. He was Dutch, German, and some other things, but mainly Dutch, like from the Netherlands. And because of him, I feel like I always had like a thing for blonde hair, blue eyes.
Okay.
I'm your soulmate.
And then after that, it was like dark curly hair, hazel eyes.
So in terms of your most recent ex, were they dark hair or blonde?
Dark hair, dark curly hair, hazel eyes. It's actually interesting. Before I met my ex, I feel like I manifested him. So I was journaling and praying to God because I'm religious, and I prayed to God to find the love of my life. Aww. And so I thought that was the love of my life, and I also manifested in a journal.
Me, then. What's going on?
Well, let's be nice. Yeah. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there.
I'm gonna get to that point actually there.
Okay.
With my journaling. So I made a journal. I put how I'm gonna find the love of my life. I put the qualities, the superficial qualities of what I wanted, like blonde hair, blue eyes, or dark curly hair, hazel eyes. And then I put the height, what I want his height to be. I put 6 foot tall plus. And then I know it sounds shallow and it sounds superficial.
No,
but
I don't mind. I don't mind someone saying like my type is this height. It's just on dating apps when someone's like, you're a friend if you're below this height.
You suck!
I'm like, well, if you don't have boobs, then you're my friend.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But I'll get cancelled for saying that, whereas women can get away with it. I just hate it. I get it. It's preference.
Exactly. For me, like if a guy only likes, let's say he only likes Asian girls or he only likes white girls, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, that's like, insensitive. Like everybody has their type. For me, that was a type. Obviously, if the guy is under 6 foot tall, like, and I like his personality, I don't mind, because it's not like I never dated guys under 6 feet tall. It's just like those were my preferences because of what I've dated. But anyways,
yeah, for sure.
I put the guy needs to be a badass, a hustler, ambitious, generous, kind, funny.
I can fix that.
And I also like family orientated and spiritual or Christian because I prefer a God-fearing man because if you're dating someone who isn't even spiritual or remotely religious, I feel like there's no consequences for them.
Yeah, boy.
And like morally, like their moral values wouldn't be as good.
Liar!
Just from my experiences of dating people.
We will explore that topic in another video because I could debate with you on that. I mean,
it's from my own experiences.
I'm very much like if I step into a church, I'm probably gonna set on fire. Like, that's how I believe I am. I think I'm like a mini Satan. Like, I'm not a
Oh,
satanist,
no.
but I just, yeah, I am not. Yeah, I'm not religious in the slightest. I think it was forced down my throat as a kid, going to like Catholic schools and stuff like that, and then like half the priests ended up being pedos. I'm not even joking. Like,
Oh,
they actually had to remove one of the guys who used to come in because the parents were concerned. So
That's really creepy. And
you know what's fucked up about that? He didn't go for me. Like, what's wrong with it?
you weren't his type.
Stop the cap.
I was super cute as a kid. I should have been top of the fucking pecking order anyway.
Oh my gosh.
But it's alright, you know, some people are lucky.
Oh no.
Anyways,
That is
to go
very
on
inappropriate.
with
Go
my
on
list
with your
of
time.
things.
Yeah.
No,
What
okay,
about-
so no, I only made this book because like I started like you listen to Jen Gottlieb or like these like gurus online or like Lewis Howes, Ed Milet, like all of these like gurus, like they pretty much talk about like you gotta manifest the love of your life. Especially like I was like listening closely to Jen Gottlieb. She was talking about how I met my husband. Is like, you know, I started writing these things down, the qualities I wanted in a guy and where I'd meet the guy. So I started writing the qualities of the guy I wanted. I wrote moderately fit, but that's not what I ended up getting. I feel like I got above my, you know, what I already wrote because I wrote to be humble. I said the overall rating of the guy, including his personality and the looks, is like a 7.5 plus. And if I get something more, then amazing. But I tried to be humble so like God would like give me something more than what I'm asking for. Because when you ask for too much, you don't receive. You gotta be humble. And then I wrote down where I'm gonna meet this guy, and I wrote down I'm either gonna meet him somewhere foreign or New York City or LA or Florida, Miami. I was like, I didn't even put the question of my own city because I just felt like the guys here, it didn't make sense. So
And your own city is Toronto?
yeah, Toronto. And so then I put the qualities that like what things I need to take out of my life, like in order to find this guy, and what habits I need to start developing, like going to social clubs, stop the drinking, you know, and then you know, also do more activities outdoors and instead of staying at home. So like not being a hermit. So like putting myself out there is where I would find the future love of my life. And with my ex, I found him on Hinge. So that was somewhere foreign. I think like
So you
looking
found
at my
him
list.
swiping on the couch.
Yeah, and I think that like in my manifestation of my journal, I think that's what it meant. It was somewhere foreign because he matched up majority of the qualities. Obviously, he topped up some of the other like superficial qualities. And
Yeah, he's pretty built, right?
yeah,
I have a chance.
he was a former bodybuilder.
Okay, so it was Jack. It's interesting because a lot of women find, like, I always say, like, the athletic look. Like, what comes to mind is, like, Ryan Gosling, Crazy Stupid Love.
Seriously? It's like you're photoshopped.
One of my favorite films. Like, that is, like, ideal physique. Brad Pitt, maybe a little bit on the small side, but in terms of leanness, is, like, ideal. In terms of Fight Club, Troy, Brad Pitt's always very lean. I think Chris Evans, Captain America, is probably, like, ideal physique. But when you start getting to, like, Arnold...
Oh,
like,
no, that's too big for me.
A lot of women find that too big.
That is too big.
But some women love it. But I think once you're that big, it's more like other men, sort of googly eyes. Look like giving you the googly eyes, like, how are you that big? Okay, and in terms of personality, ideal type, like funny, intelligent, caring,
Yeah, I like-
what's most important?
I like a guy who is ambitious, you know, that motivates me, inspires me. And then I like a guy who's generous. So like generous with love, his time and affection, and, you know, just being a man. Then also someone who's kind and funny, of course. So I value someone who's ambitious because I find that really attractive, and someone who has a drive to do better in life, who's a go-getter. Because I'm the type of person, I'm a type A personality, so I feel like if I'm gonna be with someone, they need to match that energy. If they just are comfortable in their lives, it's not a turn on for me. For me, I want someone that wants more in life, and when they're ambitious, it's also motivating for me and it inspires me. And then someone generous because, you know, I'm generous with my love, and when I do get close with someone, I do love, you know, like gift giving, you know.
Intensely.
I love like words of affirmation, acts of service for sure.
Yeah, I think when I was younger, I used to just say physical touch, but I think that's just because I was horny.
No, that's the key. You wait for it to grow into a plant, and then you fuck the plant.
I feel like every guy likes physical touch.
But now I realize like physical touch don't mean shit. For me, it's quality time. I don't need to see you every day. Just when I do see you, you better be the highlight of my week. Not as in you better, but like as in I hope that it will be the highlight of my week, and like that's how much I enjoy hanging out with you. Also, you need to be able to make me laugh, and you need to be affectionate. Sometimes I've been told I'm a little bit cold, so I probably need someone a bit more affectionate to like bring my levels up as well. Yeah, I think so. I think it's important. In terms of just lastly, would you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert?
I'm both.
Not the cap.
So ambivert
That's
is
such
what they
a
call it.
bullshit. So you get comfortable when you have friends, okay?
Well, no fucking shit.
That's not a fucking, like, it annoys me so much. I'm like, so are you an introvert or an extrovert to like a girl? And they're like, oh, I'm both. And I'm like, no, you're literally shy as fuck. And then you get some friends or you get comfortable and then you become
Extrovert.
confident. Extrovert. I am an actual extrovert where I don't need to fucking know you. I will go and be the loud prick. Like, it doesn't need,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it annoys me when people are like, I'm introvert, extrovert. It's like, no, you're an introvert. You just take time you need to know your people, and then you'll be a normal human being, which is a bit savage. Like, I don't mean it that way, but like, you know what I mean? Like, then you'll get comfortable.
For me, I grew up really shy. I was a really shy girl. So I used to be more introverted. I guess closer to my adulthood, working the jobs I've worked, it's made me extroverted. Like, I was in the nightclub scene for a little bit, and then becoming a content creator, and then freelancing with like B2B clients. Like, you kind of have to be extroverted, because if you're talking to like CEOs or directors, you cannot be shy. You have to be confident. And if you're not,
and if you're a freelancer, you're selling your
like,
services, so that's an extroverted trait.
It is, like, you have to. So I guess you could say I am more extroverted than I am introverted. But from my friends who know me, they know like I am a homebody. I do love traveling. I do love exploring. But when it comes to recharging my energy, I recharge it like with like only a few friends. I don't like big groups, like, to recharge my social battery. And I think what makes someone extroverted is like they always need to be with people, and they need to be recharged by a lot of people. Because like if you compare me to, let's say, my cousin is super extroverted. She needs to always be with people. For me, like, I need to be alone to recharge the battery.
I get that. And in terms of your ideal man, where would they be on that spectrum, introverted or extroverted?
I would prefer the man to be more extroverted to kind of balance me out, because like I feel like I've dated introverted men and they're just more submissive.
Okay.
And I want the guy to lead as well, and to be confident, and to be, you know, a leader in the relationship. So I definitely do want that.
I think that's what most women want, and you give off, obviously you're very successful yourself in your career and stuff like that, and I think you give off a dominating, like a powerful, respectful presence. And I think, yeah, you need, just from looking at you and like interacting with you, I'd say you need someone who's like a bit of an alpha male, to use that stereotype. Like, you need someone who's like taking control, directing you, obviously not forcing you to do anything, but like telling you, right, meet me here, I've got everything sorted. And I think if you were to date someone who was like, oh, I don't know where we're gonna have dinner tonight, or, you know, where do you want to go to, babe, like, I feel like I could just tell that wouldn't be your cup of tea.
I'd be turned off for sure.
Yeah, I think that would give you an ick, but we will get into your icks in another video.
Alright guys, if you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much. It means genuinely a lot to me that you made it this far. You're a real one. And yeah, guys, I had a lot of fun filming this. If you did enjoy it, then please let me know down below in the comments if you want to see more videos with more, you know, Instagram models, or, you know, just pretty girls just sort of talking about their dating experience, and we'll dive deep into all the weird and wacky parts of dating, you know, what's going on in dating apps, the weirdest messages they've received, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll get my weird takes on it as well. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, please let me know down below, and we will bring more of these sort of videos to you. But yeah, just want to say thank you again so much for watching, and if you could like and subscribe, that would mean an awful lot. So yeah, have a good day, guys.